Alright, so everybody's been asking me how I've been doing this light display thing that I've been setting up and playing with. So this is a Node MCU. This is pretty, it's just a board, and you cannot mess this thing up. Don't be scared to touch it. It's nothing fragile. Just don't duck it in water. Second of all, there is a pin on here called D4 that will connect to your lights. There's a voltage in and a ground in. There's also a 3-volt in. We're not going to talk about that guy. That is a different story. Anyway, so this guy does not get powered by this, by the way. We're not going to go into that, but this is only for flashing. This is not for powering the pixels or powering anything. This is just simply for flashing. Second of all, this is the ESP Home Flasher software that you will download, and it will look like so. As soon as it opens, this is what it will look like. And you get that file from here. And this is GitHub ESP Home Flasher. You can just Google ESP Home Flasher, you'll find it, or ESP Home Flasher GitHub, you'll find it. Second thing you'll need is Air Cookies WLED software. It's an amazing software. It does a lot of things. This is just amazing software. So what I use it for is for the esp8266, and it's great. It's absolutely great. Also, we got a few effects that they've added since then. That's great. But you're going to scroll down here and you're going to find the ESP that you have. I used the 8266 bin. So we're going to download just the bin. Nothing else, just the bin. So as you get that bin, you're going to browse to where that file is on ESP Home Flasher, and you're going to flash the WLED file. If you can see that, the WLED file. You're just going to flash it. Now you want to make sure when you connect a Node MCU through the USB port on your computer, it'll pop up a COM port down here. We want to make sure that we click the right one if you got multiple things on your USB drives. Anyway, so as you click flash, it'll say complete. Once you're complete, you're going to go down here to your Wi-Fi signal and you're going to connect to a WLED Wi-Fi access point. As you connect to that WLED access point, it'll give you a page similar to this, but it's going to have a smiley face and say welcome to WLED. Click here to set up or control through control through LAN. You can control it through that, but this is only the interface that you can get. If you connect it to your Wi-Fi, which you can do so, and it's very simple, all you do, Wi-Fi setup, and it immediately starts you in this once you connect to that hotspot. But it'll tell you what your Wi-Fi name is, or you tell it what your Wi-Fi name is, Wi-Fi password, and then you can make your own little URL for it. If you can see that, you can make your own URL for it. I just have a WLED test 3 because this is the third chip I was using. I actually burned up 2 of the other ones, getting frustrated. So it was my bad. Nothing that I did wrong. I just got in a hurry and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I plugged in things the wrong way. And that's the only way you can fry one of these guys. Don't plug in the voltage and the power the wrong way. Those guys get smoking hot really quick. Then you save and reboot. And I don't think you have to go into, because I don't have, if you go into sync interfaces, if you scroll down to the e1.31, I don't have anything checked. I haven't had to turn anything on in order for xlights to work. Some people say that you have to do this to do the multicast. I haven't done that because I don't use multicast. I just use unicast. So when you download xlights, it's a good way to get into it. That's my schedule. xlights, you're going to get this page right here when you first get into xlights, which you get xlights from the xlights download page, and you download the version that pertains to you, Linux, Mac, or Windows. You go to downloads file here, and then you download it, whatever, and then you go to xlights. Now see, I already have a Node MCU set up. This is the IP address to that one, what I'm using for it, things like that. If you click on it, all I have is unicast selected, IP address, starting universe 1, number of universes 1, universe size 510, and so on. And there's nothing else really. It says priority 100. I don't know what that really means, but it's there. I don't know much about this setup or this program much at all. I'm just going over some of the basics that I've run into and used. So don't think that I'm trying to tell you how to use xlights, because this is just how I got mine working. That's it. This is how I did this, is I grabbed a single line. I just drew a single line. And then once you do that, you'll get this little option. You click on it, you tell it how many pixels you have right here. You also tell it your starting point, starting channels, stuff like that, you know. And then the protocol, I use ws2811 pixels, so I put ws2811 there. And then you go to sequencer, and there's nothing there. So you got to go in here and go start new sequence. And then it's going to ask you music or animation. We're going to go musical because we like to have music with our stuff. And then say we're going to do calling all monsters. We're going to go into the calling all monsters, our folder. We're going to choose the music. And then we're going to go to 40 frames per second. And then go to quick start. Now this is where the music is. It's right here. As you play, the music will play right here. And this is your line that you're going to add effects to. So as you play the song, you can use the T button on your computer. As you play the song, you can hit time marks. That's what the T stands for, is time marks. So as you play the song, you can hit certain time marks in the song. And so that's enough right now. Alright, so we want to grab this effect and throw it here. Now this isn't going to look good at all, because, and nowhere near to the music, because we're not actually programming or actually changing the effects at all. We're just kind of dragging and dropping some stuff just randomly here. But we're going to throw some effects in here just to show you what it's like. Just standard effects. Alright, so just those standard little effects that I just threw in there. Once I hit play, you're going to see over here, you see the effects come to life and what they're going to look like on the screen as the music's playing. Now, of course, that's probably not going to look good to the music, so what you go in and you click this little plus button and you get closer to everything, then you can see what these effects are really doing. Let's pause the song, and then we can go back over here to this effect, and we can see what makes it look better. Smaller maximum flakes, bigger flakes, trail length, smaller trail length. We can make it all kinds of things. And then the speed, you can make it go really fast, you can make it go really slow, you can make the trail length bigger, you know, all kinds of things. On the twinkle here, you can see the number of lights, you can make how many draw the lights. Now, of course, you can add blending and layers to this, And say if I wanted to insert a layer below, and at the same time I wanted a say a single line, single line chase going on at the same time. We'll do this one, we'll make it max snowflakes, we're going to do speed, we're going to do trail length 0, we'll make it like that, along with this guy, we're going to make it chase, and then we're going to make it, we'll make it black, and then we'll make the number of sizes, number of chases bigger, number of chase size, make it big. We'll do blue to make it stand out a little bit more. So number count, do stuff like that, and then now as the song is going, and then say you wanted to change this guy to bars, to all kinds of things, pulse, you can change it to all kinds of things. But anyway, you get the point. You can change it to level bar. You can change it to all kinds of things. You can change the amount of bars. The bar size. You can change the gain. I don't know quite what everything does. See, I just play with stuff. And I just start making things look good as I go along the song. And the wave, and you can do music effect and bars. We're gonna go a little bit lower on that guy. We're gonna go sensitivity high, and no, start no. Oh, I don't know what I did. Oh. There you go. Oh. Number born. And then you see lights coming up. I mean, of course this is nowhere near looking good because we're all just playing with, I'm just playing with the effects with no music sound, but you get the point. That's how you end up making a song, or making the song look good, is just by playing with it. And it takes quite some time to do so, but the end result is so much fun. So that now that we've programmed a little bit of something into it, let's show you how it sends off to the lights. So if you look behind me here, up here, WLEDs running those lights right now in just a Halloween pattern is all it's doing. It's using a standard preset inside there that's running that constantly. Every time the lights turn on, that's what starts just automatically. Now when I go back to xlights and I click this button right here, this very end button right here, and I click it, the lights go off. Now the reason that is because xlights is taking over that communication, and xlights is now priority. So as you look here, we set up a little sequence. So we're going to start the song here. So we're going to hit play up here in the top where it says play, and as it starts playing, the sequence is going to start playing on the lights.